Hi folks, Jesse Ivy back with you again today. And today we're going to be talking about how to build a cash cushion. So basically how to make a cash cushion. And if you don't know what a cash cushion is, then I invite you to stay tuned on this video here and so you can learn about it. But I remember when I didn't have a cash cushion, and it made life, living life much more difficult than normal. It's cold today here in Bend. It's about 20 degrees right now when I'm doing this video. But anyway, so let's talk about, first of all, why it's important to have a cash cushion. Okay, when you have a cash cushion, which basically, what is a cash cushion? A cash cushion is what you keep in your bank account or on hand that's available to you, but you don't necessarily touch it. So you build it up. It's kind of security for your assets, security for your family in case something goes wrong. And it's very important, and it's very, when you have one, you feel very, very secure. It takes a bunch of stress off of you because you have a cash cushion. So your cash cushion, it can be $5,000, it could be $20,000, it could be $50,000, it can be $100,000, whatever makes you feel comfortable, you and your family, or just you if it's just you. It's a great way to start out learning how to save money and put it away, technically for a rainy day, but it's really just to make yourself feel secure, and in case there's emergencies that pop up. Like for example, let's say that your refrigerator goes out, or you have to buy a brand new lawnmower, or a brand new your heater goes out in your house, and it's old, and they say you have to buy a brand new one. Well, that's going to cost you $5,000 or more. Okay, but if you have a cash cushion, let's say you had at your disposal, you have $25,000 in there. Well, that's not a big deal. I can take that and then I'll just slowly build it back up. Okay, so maybe you're somebody too that's like going, yeah, Jesse, but I don't have land assets. I don't have ways to go about building a land cushion. You know what? I'm going to tell you something. Yes, you do. I remember when I didn't have $1,000 in the bank, or what I would call enough money to feel secure about things for my family and me. I remember when I probably had $500 in the bank, and that was the most I had. Okay, and so the question is, how do you go about building up a cash cushion? How do you go about doing that? If you don't have a lot of extra money around. Well, one way, number one, is you can cut out things that are not important, or cut back on things where you're blowing money, and instead put that into your cash cushion. So let's say let's say you're where I was, like 25, 30 years ago, where I was, and I only had a couple $100 in the bank. So how do I go about building up a cash cushion? This cash cushion is basically my feel-good money. It's so my family and I don't have to worry about problems when they arise. I have enough money if somebody gets sick. I have enough money if something breaks down in my house. If my car goes out, I have enough money to be able to pay for that, no problem, because I have a cash cushion. I don't have to get stressed if one of my kids needs money because they lost their job and I want to help out. Why? Because I have a cash cushion. Okay, so that's the key here is, let's pretend, like I said, let's go back 30 years. Let's say you're me, and you only have a couple $100 in the bank, and it's like, I'm going, I don't have all this extra money. How can I build up a cash cushion? I've learned from watching videos and reading books that most wealthy people have cash cushions. So here's how you begin doing it. Number one, like I said before, you start cutting out things. You cut out the Starbucks. You cut out eating out so much. You cut out going and buying the latest tech gimmick that they have out. And instead of putting that money into those things, or for entertainment, or a streaming service, or whatever, you start putting that money into a bank account. Okay, you just say, this is going to be my cash cushion bank account. I'm going to try to get a higher interest banking account, and I'm going to start putting money slowly in there. Okay, so let's say you start doing that, and let's say you're able to, by cutting a lot of these things out, you're able to start putting some money away. And then let's say you even come up with a side hustle. You have a weekend job, or you have another job after work, or you've come up with an idea that you can do something online that is where you're selling something, or you're something like that, and you're making a side hustle, and you're getting a couple $100 maybe a month for doing that, or whatever. You come up with a YouTube channel, or you come up with an idea of your own, you're using some AI doing something. Anyway, let's say you come up with an idea like that. So now you've cut things back, and you also have this side hustle you're doing, and you're able to put like $300-400 a month into this account. Okay, so let's look at things. So let's say, just for the heck of it, let's say you're able to put $300 a month away, and we multiply that out times 12. Well, that's $3,600 you would have in your account, that you would have in your high interest cash cushion account, that you would have at the end of the year. Now, that doesn't count the interest that you're going to be making on that as well. And let's say you continue to do this for a period of time, and then let's say that you cut even more stuff, and now you're able to put, right now we had $3,600 at the end of the year. Now let's say that you're able to even cut more. Maybe you got a raise at work, or maybe you got a better job, or let's say you cut even more things out that you're not wasting money on, and instead you're saving money. Let's say you're now doing $500 a month that you're able to put away. $500 a month, times 12, that's $6,000 a year. Now, after 2 years, your cash cushion account is $6,000 plus $3,600. That's at $9,600. So you're pretty dang close to $10,000 that you would have in there after just 2 years of doing your cash cushion. And then you just continue to do that. Maybe you make investments. Maybe you do different things that even make it go up more than that. But the bottom line is you have your cash cushion in there. And the key to having a cash cushion, let's say my refrigerator breaks down, okay? Cost me $300 to fix the refrigerator, okay? I make sure that I don't spend any more money on anything else until I put that $300 back into my cash cushion. So it might take me 1 or 2 months to build it back up to where it was, but there you go again. It's built back up. I'm back at my $9,600, and I'm right back where my cash cushion, and then it's still building up. It's still going up. So that's what you need to do. If you don't have a cash cushion, it's very important that you get one so that you're able to live a more stress-free life, because you're not having to wonder about how you're going to pay these bills. My car broke down, my lawnmower broke down, the heater doesn't work, my kids need money, whatever. You just always remember, whatever you borrow, that's almost like it's not your money. It's like it's your business money. Your cash cushion is like your business money that you don't touch unless you have to. It's an emergency fund, and then you automatically put it back in there every time. Whatever you took out, you make dang sure you put it back in there, and then you return to building it back up to where it was, and then you go on and make it higher and higher. And as you go on over the years, you'll find that, hey, eventually you could end up with $20,000, $25,000, $50,000 if you keep at it. Who knows where you would be? But the security that you will feel from having a cash cushion makes your life just so much easier to live, because you're not having to wonder, where am I going to get this money? I lost my job. What am I going to do? Whatever. This isn't like an emergency fund, but it's your feel-good money, your secure money, so that if troubles come along in life, which they will, it's just as soon as you get rid of one problem, there's another one waiting down the road to show up. So always have a cash cushion. If you don't have one, use what I've said in this video to start building your cash cushion for the future, so that you'll feel good about life and your family won't have as many worries. Anyway, I hope you've enjoyed this video, and this is Jesse signing off from the Owner Terms Land Network.